friends, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can all probably tell by the title of this video, today I'm going to be doing a kind of spring inspired makeup look. So I think I'm going to go with some pink tones today because pinks are so pretty in the spring, and I love wearing pinks all year round. So like in the spring they're even better because they're bright and they're pretty and they're oh yeah. I think I'm going to do the makeup look I've been wearing in a few of my videos recently. So like it's like a pink kind of cut crease going on. I don't know what you call it that, but you'll see. You'll see. Just wait and see. Something I don't tend to do in my makeup videos is tell you guys the brushes I'm using, and a lot of you guys are always asking me what brushes I use, and yeah, so today I am going to tell you guys what brushes I use for everything that I'm doing. And I have found some of my favorite brushes. Like I've found some of my favorite brushes. They're from Iconic London. This isn't sponsored or anything, but they're from Iconic London, and they're so soft. They're so soft. Like I actually can't do with these brushes. They're so soft. I've not come across softer brushes than these yet. Like they are so soft. They're like a baby's bottom. A baby's bottom, Jessica? Okay, nice comparison. So before we jump right on into the video, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and turn on the little bell beside the subscribe button so you get notified when I upload. And yeah, with all that said, let's just jump right on in and get on to the video. So I'm going to start by using my Lasting Perfection Collection Concealer as always, and I'm going to use this to prime my eyes. I love using this stuff to prime my eyes because I feel like it just gives such a nice base to the eye, and it really does get rid of all them like veins or that discoloration you've got going on. And your girl's got a lot of discoloration on her eyeballs. Let's be honest here, girls. Let's keep it real. I always blend this in with my fingers. I know a lot of girls use brushes, but like I just find when I use brushes that it doesn't blend it in. Like I feel like when I use brushes, it's a very obvious line left. I don't know, maybe it's just my eyeballs and it just doesn't work on my face, but I feel like when I use my finger it melts it in perfectly because the warmth of my finger is like all moist and oh yeah. Okay, so for today's face I'm actually going to be using the full set of the Iconic London brushes, and they don't have like different names or numbers on them, but I'm going to leave up the name of this set on screen now so you guys know the set that I have. These brushes are so soft. I know I said that already, but like oh, I love them. I love them so much. So this is kind of like a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to use this with some NYX HD finishing powder to set the concealer on my eyes, because you got to set that concealer, girl, or else your eyeshadow is not going to look fleeky. So I'm just going to use this to set my eyeballs. So for today's eyes, I'm going to be using the LMD Master Palette by Be Perfect. I'm so obsessed with this palette. This was in my last monthly favourites, and you guys were all asking me to do a tutorial with it. So here it is. I got you. I got your back, girl. I got your back. So I'm actually going to start and just jump right on in with Louise here. So this is this really vibrant pink. I'm not actually going to go in with a transition. I know like you should always go in with a transition colour, but with this eye look, I find it looks a lot nicer if I don't use a transition, and I just really keep building up the pink. So this is the Zoeva Luxe Crease Brush in 228. I just find this brush really good for getting in the crease, so I'm just going to use this one just for this part of the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to start with a really light hand, and I'm just ever so gently going to start in the crease. So with a really light hand, I'm just going to go back and forth. So I'm just going to kind of like get the line of my crease going on, if you know what I mean. Just keep on going back and forth with that same colour and with a really light hand. So I'm literally just holding the brush at the end and like not using a lot of force at all. So you just want to be really gentle when you're doing this. So I'm just going to keep getting a bit more product and building that colour up, and I'm not going to go too high above my crease. So I'm just going to go ever so slightly above my crease, but not a lot. Like we don't want the eyeshadow coming up to our brow or anything. Guys, I quickly just want to talk about my abortion video that I uploaded last week. I am so overwhelmed by the response I've gotten from it. Like I'm actually shook. I literally spent half of the day I uploaded that video crying because I was so overwhelmed with all the love and the support and just the understanding, and I don't even know. I did not expect that video to get the response it got whatsoever, like at all. I was so shook. I couldn't believe it. Like I honestly don't know what I done to deserve you guys. Like you guys are just amazing. Like you are an amazing bunch of souls. Like you seriously are, and I feel so blessed to have each and every one of you in my life. I seriously do, and I do not say that lightly at all. Sometimes like the very inner corner of my eyeball doesn't take the eyeshadow very well, but like, you know, what can you do about it? You're just gonna have to wing it. I find when I don't use a transition color to do this look, it pops a lot more than using a transition color. I always use transition colors, but just not for this look. Okay, so now we have something looking like this. So we just have a real pop of pink going on in our crease. So now we're going to go in and actually cut the crease with some concealer. So I'm going to be using one of the Iconic London brushes to do this, and this is just like a flat shader brush, so it's just like a really flat brush, like a flat edge brush, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be using the Lasting Perfection Collection concealer again, and what I like to do to cut the crease for this is I will just like dip my brush onto the like the wandy thing, and I'll just get a bit of concealer on it, but I won't get like too much, and if I need more I'll just go back in and get some more. I'm still not a pro at cutting the crease, so like don't judge. So what I like to do is I will just start and I will pop it on, I'll put the concealer on and then I'll look up, and it tends to create a line, and that's the line that you need to follow. So, and then I will just keep on going. I find it really hard to talk while I'm doing this. So basically I'm putting concealer all over my eyelid. Yeah. You know them Instagram girls, and they be looking all perfect with their cut crease and it's flawless, and then Jessie's over here like, ha, girl. I feel like cutting the crease takes a lot of practice, so like you will get there, but I'd honestly just say keep practicing, because you're never going to learn anything unless you practice. So, you know, you got to just practice. Practice makes perfect. So I'm going to go back in with the NYX HD Finishing Powder and the fluffy brush from Iconic London. And I'm going to use this just to set the concealer. I always set the concealer just to make sure it doesn't crease or budge or like transfer on me. So now I'm going to go in with the Coloured Rain Queen of Hearts palette, and I'm just going to take this colour Crown, so it's just like a really white shimmery shade. This shade is so pigmented, I'm so obsessed with it. It's so perfect for like highlighting under the brow bone and stuff. So I'm going to take the Iconic London, it's like a bullet eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pack on the colour and I'm going to pat it onto the concealer. So I'm just going to pack it on there. We are going to go in and clean this all up. I know it looks a bit mental at the moment. So I'm just going to go back into the crease with this colour just to blend everything together and make it look a bit more tidy. So I'm just going to with a makeup wipe and cleaning up the edges of that eyeshadow. That's the great thing about doing your eyes first, means you can clean up any mess or any fallout. That's why I love doing my eyes first, because it makes your life a whole lot easier. So we're going to go onto our face now, and then we're going to come back and finish the eyes after we've done our face. So I'm going to start with the Essence You Better Work Gym Proof Primer. I'm so obsessed with this. This is the blue primer that I used in my drugstore spring makeup tutorial I done a couple of weeks ago. This primer is amazing. The colour of this just gets me. Like, I just want to put this on my face all day, because like seeing blue on my face looks amazing. It just looks amazing. This primer is like a lot harder to like rub into your skin than most primers, but that's because it is sweat proof, and this primer makes my makeup stay on so well, and I don't sweat with this on, like on my face. So I'm going to go, I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation in the shade 100 Ivory and my Real Technique sponge. Just got changed the record, I know. I just love this foundation. I just love it. I really just love it. Right guys, guess what, okay? So a couple of days ago, I got a message from one of the girls who owns a beauty salon in the town where I live, and she was like, Jessica, you're hardly interested in giving me a hand with a couple of makeups on this day. And I was like shook. I was like, what? Like, I'm not qualified, I'm not a makeup artist, you know what I mean? Anything I know, I taught myself, and I wouldn't ever say I'm good at makeup. I know how to do my own makeup, and I like how I do my makeup, but I'd never say I'm good at makeup or I'm a professional or anything. So yeah, she said that she had 4 girls for me to do makeup on. It was for a wedding, and yeah, like, I told her, you do know I'm not qualified, you know, just so she knew. And she was like, yeah, I know you do lovely makeup application level, and yeah, so she really wanted me to do it. I was really up for doing it at the start, but then I kind of thought into it. I was just kind of thinking, if I was somebody who had booked a makeup appointment for a wedding and I got there then and somebody who wasn't even qualified was doing my makeup, I would be fuming. Like, that's just me personally, and I feel like a lot of girls would be the exact same, because you're spending like 40 odd euro to get your makeup done. You want somebody, you know, who knows what they're doing, you know what I mean? Like, I really did want to do it, but I ended up pulling out because I just kind of felt like I was going to most likely know the girls whose makeup I was doing, if you know what I mean. and they would have known I wasn't qualified, and I didn't want anyone like getting really annoyed or like, you know, upset on the day of going to a wedding. So I felt like it would be best that I pull out from doing it just to make sure like everybody's happy, because I'd never want like somebody to be so upset or like not happy, you know, with someone who was doing their makeup or anything. Not saying that they wouldn't be now, but just in case, like, you know what I mean, just because they're not qualified and stuff. Even though I really want to do makeup in the future, like I want to be a beautician and I want to do like makeup and stuff, like it's like a passion of mine, so I really do want to do that in the future. But I feel like that is not the right way to practice. I forgot to tell you is that I'm now using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour matte foundation in the shade Natural Rose, and I always put this on top of my other foundation. I love the look of it. I know you guys probably know that. I was just kind of thinking like, you know, it's not the right way for me to practice doing makeup on people who have to actually go to a wedding. You know, it's not fair on them, even though it was like the owner, the boss girl who asked me to do it. I just feel like it wouldn't be right on my behalf to do that, if you know what I mean. I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I just love chatting to you guys about different things. Going back in with my last Imperfection Collection concealer. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna just use this to highlight under my eyes, down my nose, and the forehead a little bit, maybe, if we're feeling a bit adventurous today. I don't always highlight my forehead just because I do have quite a small forehead, and I feel like sometimes when I do highlight it, that, I don't know, I just feel like it looks a bit strange sometimes, but if I just do a little bit, it doesn't look too bad. So I might do that. I really do want to like start practicing makeup on some people though, but like people who don't have to go somewhere. So in case like I take a little bit longer, or you know what I mean, like you have to get used to doing makeup on other people and different face shapes and stuff. Yeah, like I've only ever done makeup on a couple of my friends and my sister, so I haven't had that much experience with like loads of different face shapes, if you know what I mean. But I definitely want to get experience. I really do. Do you know what's absolutely hilarious is I'm filming this like quite late at night, like it is pretty late. So I'm probably just gonna have to take this off right after, and I'm so upset about that. I really want to wear this. Like I'm already so happy with my eyes. So I'm going in with some Rimmel translucent powder now, and I'm just taking this on my sponge, and I'm just going to use this to set under our eyes. I always set my concealer with translucent powder because it really makes such a difference. It lasts so much longer throughout the day, and it doesn't like crease, budge, smudge. So I'm going back in with the HD finishing powder by NYX, and I'm taking this big ass fluffy brush by Iconic London. Oh, I can't wait. I love putting this on my face. So I'm just going to use this to set my whole face. This brush is so soft, I want to die. I love brushes that are like quite flexible, if you know what I mean. Like they move very easily. Like, do you know some brushes are very stiff? I find them brushes a lot harder to work with because you've really got to like move it, you know what I mean? Like, so now I'm going in with the NYX matte bronzer. This actually broke on me, heartbroken. And I'm just going to use this to warm up my face before we go in and contour. So I'm using the Iconic London, it's like an angled brush. This brush is amazing for contour. It literally gives you like that perfect cheekbone line, if you know what I mean. Gotta get that sharp jawline, girl. I'm now going in with my Inglot 507 sculpting powder. Mine is in a hape, so this is it here. There's like not much of it left, but I do have a new one that I need to take out. But I just like always like using up what I have first. Are any of you guys like that? I hate wasting things because it's no need for it. There's no need to waste products, like. This sculpting powder gives me absolute life. I love it so much. It's like such a perfect shade, and like it just like blends in so nicely as well. So I'm just using a Real Techniques brush to contour my nose. I always use the exact same brush to contour my nose because it's just easier to not use another brush and just like have that one for the exact same purpose, because it means like I don't have to like keep going back and cleaning brushes and stuff. So I'm going to go in with this blending brush from Iconic London. Well, I don't know if that's what it's for, but that's what we're using it for. I absolutely love blending in nose contour. I don't know why, but I just find it very like therapeutic and relaxing. I forgot to bring in the little sponge I normally use to like bake under my contour. So I'm going to attempt to use my Real Techniques sponge, even though I've never used this before and this could go awfully wrong, but we're just going to wing it. So I'm just going to... There There we go, absolutely perfect. Woo! So I'm going to go in with the Inglot Illuminizing Powder. This doesn't actually have a shade on it. I think it is number like 73 or something, but don't like hold me on that one. But yeah, it doesn't have a number on it, but it's basically the illuminizing powder that is a more yellow tone. So it's got more of a yellow tone on it. This powder really illuminates under your eyes and like makes them look a lot brighter. So I'm just using an Iconic London. It's like this kind of angled brush again, but it's like more flat and defined. So I'm just packing that on under my eyes, and we're going to let that set for a few seconds with our baking, and we're going to bake. So I'm just going to lie here and bake in the oven. So I'm just going to go back in with that bright pink we used on our eyes, and I'm going to take this under the bottom lash line. I was going to pop purple on the bottom lash line, but I feel like the pink just, you can't beat it. You just can't beat it. And we're then going to go in with the fluffy brush that we used for our eyeshadow, and we're just going to blend that out just to make sure there's no harsh lines and that it all looks flaky. So I'm going to go back in with the brush I used to put that illuminizing powder under our eyes. I'm just going to wipe away the bacon and wipe away the illuminizing powder and the excess that is still hanging around. So I'm going to go ahead and pop my lippy on, even though we're not completely done our face, but I just want to put my lippy on. So this is the Rimmel lipstick in shade 200 Salute, and it comes in like this red packaging, so it's super pretty. I love this lipstick. I never need to use a lip liner when I use this lipstick, because I don't know if you can see like kind of like the curve on the lipstick. So the top bit of it kind of acts as a lip liner, and it makes it really easy to apply. This lipstick is also super matte, and it lasts so long. Like, it lasts really well throughout the day. So I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of Hot Mama by The Balm. So I'm now going to go in with the Mary Luminizer highlighter by The Balm. Mine is all broken and in absolute tatters, and it breaks my heart. And I'm using the Iconic fan brush, and I'm just going to get a bit of this on the brush. It's so awkward to use this highlighter because it's in like schmithereens. Get that glow on, girl. Oh yeah. Damn, can you see that? I'm absolutely blinding myself. Oh, it hurts. I'm going to go back in with that Crown eyeshadow that I used on our lid, and I'm going to use this just to highlight under the brow bone and the inner corner of our eye. As I said, I love using this to highlight under the brow bone because it's so pigmented and like really sparkly. And a little bit on our inner corner as well. I'm not going to go too crazy on the inner corner because our eyes are like, you know, popping. That's so pretty. The white looks more pinky on the inner corner because it's like mixing with the pink eyeshadow, so it looks really pretty. I think I'm just going to go without the lashes today, just because it is quite late at night when I'm filming this. And there's no point in just wasting a pair of lashes for no reason, is there, girls? Come on, they're costly, they're pricey. So I'm actually just using the Essence the Falsies Lashes Mascara. I'm so obsessed with this. This makes my eyelashes look insane. I feel like I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? I'm definitely forgetting something. There's always something I forget to do when I'm doing a makeup tutorial. I'm going to go in with the NYX Wonderliner pencil and just put this on my waterline. This makes you look so much more awake than you actually are. It's actually insane. Party, disco. Please let me know down below what kind of makeup looks you would like me to do in the future. I love getting your guys' feedback, and I love like doing videos you guys genuinely really want to see. So yes, I absolutely love doing makeup videos, but I feel like I just get lost in the makeup sometimes and I forget to speak, and then I'm editing and I'm like, Jessica, why are you being so quiet? Like, use your voice. Jesus, you're filming a YouTube video. But I get so into the makeup and engrossed in it that I'm like, oh crap, I haven't talked in like 5 minutes. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun filming it, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Mwah! I love y'all so much. Bye bye.